So we're gonna go here. Okay, so let me send you here, please. Okay, so this is our YouTube channel. Okay, I'll send you the link. So in this YouTube channel, it's gonna be exclusively for this class. Uh, so you're gonna have these videos. We're gonna broadcast them over here. So you'll have all the recordings here. Okay. So I
Okay.
won't send you any recording, but you will have them. You'll have them there. Okay, let's begin. Okay. We are left here. So we're gonna begin. We use the present continuous to talk about things that are happening right now or these days. Okay, so please, can you tell me what is happening with you these days? Like something that is happening with you these days. I'll create an example, okay?
Okay.
These days, I'm watching the Euros. Okay, so can you please create an example like this?
Okay. These days, I'm learning English.
Great. Okay, yes. And can you please tell me, uh, well, you would use the same, but with right now, like right now, like I would say I'm teaching an English class. So here, you use the present continuous. That means the verb plus ing when you're talking about something that is happening these days or right now. Okay,
Okay.
so you use the simple present to talk about something that happens every day or all the time. Like, I don't know, I go to work at 7 a.m. Let's say that's an example. Can you please create an example like this? Something that you do all day or all the time or every day?
Um, I mm, uh, I don't know, like a routine.
Exactly, like a routine.
I don't know. I'm in blank right
Whatever
now.
you, uh, what?
Uh,
You
I
could, don't worry, it doesn't have to be truth.
okay.
You could make it up.
Uh,
Yes.
okay. I take notes of my English class at 5 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, it could work. Take notes. Like you could say also I go like to the gym at I don't know 8 a.m. or
Yeah.
I I have lunch at 12 p.m. or something like that. Okay, so for things that are happening every day or all the time, routines, use the simple present. Is there any question with 1 or 2, maybe?
No, no, right now, no.
Okay, great. So let's move on with 3 and 4. We use the simple present with non-action verbs, even when we're talking about something that is happening right now. Okay, so now we're gonna see non-action verbs. Let me send you the link. Okay, I sent you a link of non-action verbs. Basically, non-action verbs indicate state, sense, desire, possession, or opinion. Okay, so if any verb indicates any of these options, then that's a non-action verb. And here we have some examples. Be, seem, appear. They talk about existence, look, sound, smell, taste, feel, senses, like, want, prefer, love, desire, have, own, possess, possession, think, believe, consider, opinion. Okay, so you have these verbs. All of them, if you use them, you shouldn't use the progressive form. Okay, that means the present continuous or past continuous or any continuous form. A continuous form is the one that has an ing at the end.
Mm.
Okay, so here, like Mr. Tactful, this is a person, seems like a nice guy. Okay, so when you say like he seems like a nice guy, this is correct. But if you said like he's seeming like a nice guy, this sounds weird. And it's because seem, it's here, it's a non-action verb. That's why you shouldn't use the ing form. Okay, so then we have these salads. These salad tastes delicious. And if you say like, if you said this salad is tasting delicious, that'd be wrong. It sounds weird, but also because taste is a non-action verb.
Mm.
I like banana cream pie again, or what's your favorite food?
Spaghetti.
Okay, I like spaghetti. Okay, great. But if you said like I'm liking spaghetti, that sounds weird, right?
Yeah.
You don't say that. I'm liking like right now or always. So that's why you shouldn't use that. It's wrong. Okay. However, there are some exceptions with some of these, the ones that have asterisks. Here you have asterisks. Here. So all of them that have these asterisks uh, are exceptions. Okay, so why they're exceptions? Because they have two meanings. They have the non-action meaning and they have the action meaning. So in that
Mm.
sense, you like here, Flora, like those flowers look beautiful. Here you're saying like how they look. You're describing them. Like, those flowers look beautiful, or you could say that pizza or that hamburger looks beautiful or looks amazing, looks whatever. And
Okay.
and when you're saying like when you're using look like that, you can't say those flowers are looking beautiful. Okay, because you're describing how they look. So that's a non-action meaning. But when you say Flora is looking out the window, it's a
It's an
completely
action.
different verb, right?
Mm.
Because looking out the window, well, here you're talking about the action of looking, right? It's not, you're not describing anything like how she looks. You're saying that she is looking out the window. So this look and this look, even though it's the same verb, it's the same word, they actually have different meanings. This one is a non-action meaning, and this one is an action meaning. Or here, I think this example can be like better. I think that's a great idea. When you say I think that's a great idea, That's your opinion. If I say, I think that's a great idea, I think that means that my opinion is that that's a great idea. However, when I say I'm thinking about my upcoming speech, then you're talking about the action of thinking. Okay. But what you can say is, I am thinking that's a great idea. Right? That sounds weird. I'm thinking that's a great idea. No, that's something that you're not able to do. You need to say I think, because when you use think as in I think, I believe, that's my opinion, that's a non-action meaning. But when you use think as in the process of thinking, that's an actual meaning. Okay, so in this case you could use the ing, but it's a different, completely different meaning. Or here, like this example, it's even clearer. We have a brand new car. Here you're using have as in own. Like we own a brand new car. But you are not able to say we are having a brand new car. We are having a brand new car. No, that's impossible. You could say we're buying, but not with have. Okay, like we're owning. No, it's impossible. So when you like use have as in possess, as in own, that's non-action verb. But here we're having a party this weekend, or I'm having lunch. That have is completely different, right? Because this one, have a brand new car, is like I own, but having a party is not like owning a party. No, we are having a party. That means we're celebrating. I'm having lunch means I'm eating lunch, right? So
Right.
it's completely different. Okay, is it clear, or you have any questions maybe?
No, no, it's clear.
Okay, so let's move on. So they say we use the simple present with non-action verbs like know, believe, want, and like, even when we're talking about something that's happening right now. Like here, I want to hear more about this commercial. As you can see, want is here as in desire. Okay, I want. So you can't say I'm wanting to hear more about this commercial. We can also use the simple present when we tell a story, even if the story is about the past. The simple present makes the story more dramatic. So another way you could use the simple present is when you tell a story. Okay, like she meets me in the lobby, we shake hands, and she takes me out of lunch. When you're basically, this happened in the past. It's not
Yeah.
happening right now. But when you're telling a story, in order to make it more dramatic, you could use the simple present. Okay, like I don't know, we play soccer, we go to that place, and we have some drinks or something like that. I'm telling a story. Okay, so we usually use the simple past to talk about something that happened in the past that is finished. Okay, so here we're going to the simple past. Can you please create two examples with the simple past of things that happened in the past for you and that are finished already?
Okay. Um, mm, like the Nick, like Nick.
Nick, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, like Nick's. I told you about that before, yes. But you could say something that happened to you or something that doesn't have to be true. But I want you to create two sentences with the simple past.
um, okay.
Like, I don't know, I went to Brazil in 2019. Okay, something like that.
Okay. Um, I went to the supermarket this morning.
Excellent. Another
And
one?
I go to run. Um, and
To run? To run.
Yeah, I go to run yesterday.
Okay. Well, here it should be went, right?
Oh yeah, I went to run yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So uh um great. Okay, so that's great. And we often use the simple past with time expressions. Like here, you're using time expressions. Yesterday or this morning, these are time expressions. So when you have time expressions like this, or I don't know, it could be 10 years ago, last year, 1999, 2020, or 2004, or whatever, or this morning, or a few hours ago, when you have a time expression, you need to use the simple past. Okay. We're gonna see now the present perfect, and with that when doing with time expressions you don't use the present perfect. But with the simple past, yes, you use time expressions. Uh, 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 I went for a run yesterday. Okay, so any questions with 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Not yet.
Okay,
I'm a little nervous. That's all.
you're nervous? No, don't worry about it. So don't be nervous. Okay, if you have a questions, please ask.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the present perfect. We use the present perfect have plus the past participle to talk about something that happened at some time in the past, but not a specific time. So right now we're gonna see the present perfect when we talk about things that happen in the past, but we can't be specific. Okay, like uh what did you say before? Uh, I've I've gone to the supermarket. Okay, I've gone to the supermarket. Here, you're using the present perfect have plus the past participle of the verb. In this case, the past participle of go is gone
Okay.
to the supermarket. But what you can't say is I've gone to the supermarket this morning. These would be wrong. Because when you're using the present perfect, you can't use a time expression. Okay? You can't do that. But with the present perfect, you can use for or since to talk about something that started in the past or can continues to the present. Like I've uh I've uh I've been or I've lived in let's say Cochabamba for 10 years. Or I've lived for in Cochabamba, let's say since 2020. Okay, so here when you use the present perfect with for or since, you're basically expressing something that started in the past and continues to the present. In this
Okay.
case, you've lived in Cochabamba since, but you continue to live here, haven't left. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, so we often use the present perfect with words like already, yet, just, recently, and lately. Okay, like I don't know. I've gone to the supermarket. I've recently gone to the supermarket. You could say that. Or I've always thought that was a conspiracy theory. Yeah, I've always thought. So basically here you're saying that you thought like from the very end, the very beginning until now that that was a conspiracy theory. Or I've just received a call from him. This means that you very recently received a call from, in this case, him. Okay, so you can use these words already yet, just recently, lately, to basically express how often or when uh, did this happen. Okay, when
Okay.
we can also use the present perfect continuous to talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present. I've been thinking about this all day. Okay, can you please create two sentences with the present perfect continuous?
Um, okay. Can I see the nine, please? Or
What?
it's uh,
What did you say? I couldn't hear.
can I watch the point nine?
Ah, oh, okay. There you go.
Okay, okay, thanks.
No problem.
So let's start. Okay. I've I've been taking English classes until now.
Uh,
Can be.
mm, I have been taking English classes. Yes, until now. Yeah. Yeah. Another one, please.
Okay. Um, I, I've been thinking about um, my mom disease all this day.
Okay. Uh, I've been thinking about my mom's disease. Okay, hold on. All day. Okay, so good job. Those are both correct. Okay, any questions with 7, 8, or 9?
No, not yet, teacher. Thanks.
Okay, so let's go with 10 and 11. As with the present perfect, we often use the present perfect continuous with for and since. Remember, we didn't use the continuous form with non-action verbs. So the non-action verbs that we saw, like at the beginning of the class, we don't use them like here because they're ing, right? So, like I don't know. Uh, I've been having a house for 10 years. This is wrong, right? Because have a house as in own a house is a non-action verb. Okay, but with the present perfect, we use the present perfect with for and since. You could also say like, I've been taking English classes since yesterday. Or I've been thinking about my mom. This is for, I don't know, 8 hours.
Okay.
Or we can also use be going to or will to talk about the future. Okay, so here we can use these to talk about the future. Uh, I'm going to watch the Euros final, let's see. Or will I'll be I will I'll be successful, let's say. I don't know, somebody could say that, like in the video, or I don't know if she said that already, but that person, yes. When we made the characters, remember the first thing we did yesterday? There was
Yes.
this girl, Jackie Baker, that said that said that I don't know how, but I'm going to be successful, right? She said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something that you could say here. I'm sorry, I'm missing here an S. Okay, any questions with 10 or 11?
No, no.
Okay.
Or in 11, be going to is like strict action, right? Like
Like
uh,
like like what action? I couldn't understand.
be going to is
Yeah.
a strict action. Like uh, I don't know if I can if you can understand me. Like mm,
What type of action? I couldn't hear a streak? A street?
it, yeah. Be going to is a strict. O sea, strict. O sea,
Straight?
ajá, una acción estricta.
Uh oh, I understand what you mean. Well, we're gonna see that in the future. Don't worry. In this lesson, we're not gonna see it. Like you're trying to say that be going to is like more certain than will, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like yes, there's some difference between be going to and will. There are some difference, but they're very subtle. We're gonna see that. And I don't know what lesson, but we're gonna see that. Don't worry.
Okay.
To respond now to your question, both both really are very similar. Okay, they're very similar. So you could say I'm going to watch the Euro finals, or I will. Really, you could use both of them. Okay, because both are used for this, for future plans. Both are used for this future plans. However, in terms of predictions and everything else, there's a subtle difference. But I don't think that difference is really that important. Okay, so I really don't think so. But we're gonna see
Okay.
that. Okay, but you could use any of them, really.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay,
teacher.
no more questions?
No, that's all.
Okay, let's continue here. Okay, so we're gonna do something right now. We're gonna work on that lesson. Okay, so let's do that now. And shouldn't take you more than really 10 minutes. Okay, so try to be fast. Let's see here. We're gonna give you like two. Okay, so let's go to assignments and let's work on these that we just saw to see if you understood, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Have you finished?
Yeah, one more.
Okay, okay.
Mm, wow. Uh, I already finished.
Okay, let's see.
Mm, mm.
Okay, let's see all the mistakes here. Nick Crawford was born in England, but he has moved. No, when you have like a specific time, you need to use the simple past. But he moved. Okay, so we use the simple past here.
Okay, teacher.
And here,
That was really bad.
yes, okay, as everyone knows, national soccer star Nick Crawford uh, has been having or has had uh, big problems for the past few weeks. People say that Nick Crawford took a break 3 months ago. He uh, sit it out. Last year he qualified, but also as a result his team lost. No, Crawford is going to try. He's trying because it's happening these days. He's trying to prove his innocence. If he can't, the Soccer Federation will not allow or is not going to allow. Crawford moved to the United States from England 10 years ago. He played, he has been playing, or he has played for a national soccer team for 4 years. Coach Ed Hodkins has known him since then. Present perfect, because we use since. It started in the past, and until now he knows him. Nick is our star player. He always uh, gives the game 110% of his efforts. I, along with all the other players, trust him completely. Okay, not will trust. I'm sure that Nick is going to clear up this whole mess. The fans uh, hope so too, because hope is a non-action verb, right? Without Nick Crawford, the national team will lose again. Yes, this is correct, but I don't know why you put like double O here. Should have been only one O. Okay, so We're going to do a little presentation about the program. Okay, so, well, this is the TOEFL guaranteed program. You need 100. I'm sorry. You're going to need 100. Okay, so here basically is the calendar. We started yesterday. Tomorrow we're not going to have classes. And then we have all the classes here. If you're not able to have like one class, if you want to move one class, you have four times where you can cancel the class. Okay, but only
Okay.
with 24 hours notice. Okay, so it should be more than 24 hours, like a day before or two. If you like, you can really have the class. Let's say the 10th of July, you can cancel up to 4 times in the whole course. And we don't reschedule the classes. What we do is like, if you don't have like one class, it's gonna be moved until the very last day. So we would have classes here, the 16, the 19, depending on how many you move. The maximum is 4 in all of them. Okay,
Okay.
so, well, the thing here about this program is that you must really have a score of more than 90. Okay, so that's the challenge here. Because otherwise, nobody would be really able to guarantee you anything if you really don't put the effort here. So you
Yeah.
really need you really need to put the effort uh in this program. Okay, so you need more than 90, okay, in each module that we're gonna have. If you don't get more than 90, you will need to pay if you want to maintain the program, the guaranteed part of the program. If you don't want to maintain that, no worries. You're not forced to pay or stuff like that. You can finish the whole program, but you wouldn't have like the guaranteed part. Okay, so no, we wouldn't guarantee you anything basically if you like have. So it's like an incentive for you to really have more than 90. And also, if you really like let's say you get 70, that's 6 hours. So those 6 hours, of course, we're gonna have and we're gonna schedule those 6 hours. You will need to pay, of course, but the thing is that the 6 hours would guarantee you if you approve those hours. Okay, so we're gonna have also tests in those hours, and if you approve them with more than 90, then you would maintain the guaranteed part of the program. So as I said, it's not like you're not obligated to take extra hours, but if you want to maintain the guaranteed part, that's a must. Okay, but as I say, many students we've had hundreds of students in this program until now, and some of them really pay, and some of them really approve without any problem, or some of them really don't want to take those extra hours. It depends on you and how committed you are to the goal. Okay.
Okay.
How we do this, the grades. Okay, so as you saw here, we have modules. Every 8 days we have one module. Okay, so uh, Friday, July the 12th, we're gonna end the first module, and so on. We're gonna have 4 modules: 810, 811, and 812, and 813. Okay, so each module, it's gonna be like it's gonna be measured in this proportion. Assignments 30%, quizzes 30%, and final test 40%. Okay, so I'll show you one like I have right now. It's really not too difficult. Okay, I'll show you this that I have right now. Okay, this is not a great student, to be honest with you. Actually, we have better students, but uh, assignments 30%, quizzes 30%, final test 40%. Okay, and here you have the grade. Uh, Most of the students really have better grades, more than 90, but it depends on the student. Okay, it depends on the
Okay.
student, much effort you want to put in here. Okay, uh, Okay, so assignment 30%, quiz 30%, final test. All of this is gonna come from here. Okay, let me show you the gradebook. So I'm not really gonna take anything from my own, only from the gradebook. Like here, let's say I'm gonna show you a better student maybe. Like Lucia. Okay, so here Lucia, I can take all the grades she has from assignments and from the quizzes that we have, we take them from here. Okay, so all of this that you're doing, it matters. Okay, so okay, hold on. Where is the presentation? Okay, here it is. And finally, we have the A14 grade. That is probably the most important one. It's gonna be the TOEFL words, okay? So I'm gonna send them you now. The TOEFL words, and that's something that you need to learn before, like at the end of our classes, we're gonna have an evaluation here about these words. So you need to learn them, okay? And we're gonna do an evaluation of that because it's impossible that you really get more than 100 if you don't know TOEFL vocabulary. Okay,
Yeah.
so I sent you the words. It's a list that we created. It's a very useful list because we created this list. It is not taken from the internet or something like that. So it's very useful. There are like 800 words here. So really, it's gonna be very useful for you. So what you need to do now is to try to learn as many as possible, because at the end of the, like, I'm saying like August the 16th, that means like the last day, we're gonna have an evaluation. Okay, the evaluation lasts 15 minutes. You need to have your camera on, only in that evaluation. In the rest, you don't need to have your camera on, but only in that evaluation, you need to have your camera on. And I'm gonna ask you, of those 800 words, I'm gonna ask you 30, okay, randomly. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you 30, and you need to know more than 70%. That means that out of 30, 70% is 21, right? So
Yeah.
out of the 30 that I ask, you need to know more than 21. If you know more than 21, that means that you have 100. Here's the list. Okay, 147 words. Okay, so if you know more than 21, you're gonna have 100. If you know like half of it, the grade is gonna be half of it, right? 50. Okay, so this is like the most difficult part, let's say, and I would recommend that you start now. Okay, start memorizing the words now, because it's really important for you. Okay, so is there any question until then? Until now?
No, but or yes, and we have some kind of homework.
Yes.
Or okay.
But today I'm not gonna assign you the homework, but yes, we're definitely gonna have a homework, and it's gonna be like uh so I'm gonna assign like all the module we need to finish in 8 days. So you're gonna have quite like a 1 till 8 for all the things I'm gonna assign you for next week. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, but yes, we're definitely gonna have homework. So let's do this poll and then we can leave. And tomorrow I'll continue with the explanation. I didn't really have enough time to tell you about how you can learn the TOEFL words. I'm gonna show you an app that I used personally to memorize the words. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, okay? See you
Okay,
by then.
teacher.
Okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, teacher.